Imagine two people at the same gym, following the exact same workout routine for 6 months. Same exercises, same intensity, same dedication. Yet inside their bodies, completely different hormonal stories are unfolding. A groundbreaking study from Harvard Medical School just revealed something that's shocking the entire fitness industry. The research tracked 1,200 people for 24 weeks, measuring their hormonal responses to identical strength training programs. What they discovered about testosterone and estrogen changes will completely revolutionize how you think about exercise. The differences weren't just significant, they were absolutely dramatic. Are you currently following the same workout routine as your partner or friends of the opposite gender? You might be missing out on incredible optimization opportunities. Understanding these hormonal differences could literally double or triple your results. Have you ever wondered why your male gym partner seems to build muscle faster? Or why women appear to have better endurance and recovery? These aren't just observations. They're scientifically backed phenomena rooted in fundamental hormonal differences that most people completely ignore. Stanford University's endocrinology department conducted an extraordinary 24-week study involving 600 men and 600 women. All participants followed identical programs, 3 sessions per week, 60 minutes each, focusing on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, and bench presses. Blood samples were taken before, during, and after each workout to monitor hormonal fluctuations. The results were immediately apparent after just the first training session. Men experienced an average 23% increase in testosterone immediately post-workout. This hormone directly stimulates muscle protein synthesis and strength gains. Even more remarkable, this elevation persisted for 48 hours after training, creating an optimal anabolic environment for muscle growth. Women's testosterone response told a different story. Post-workout increases averaged only 7%, returning to baseline within 24 hours. However, dismissing this as a disadvantage would be a massive mistake. Women's bodies were orchestrating an entirely different, equally powerful hormonal symphony. German researchers at Munich University discovered something fascinating about women's hormonal responses. While testosterone increases were modest, estrogen and progesterone changes were far more complex and sophisticated than men's testosterone fluctuations. Post-exercise estrogen increased by 15%. But this hormone's muscle-building effects operate through completely different mechanisms than testosterone. Estrogen's true power lies in muscle damage recovery and endurance enhancement. It stabilizes muscle cell membranes and reduces inflammatory responses, promoting faster recovery. Female participants showed 27% less muscle damage markers when repeating identical exercise intensities compared to men. The most stunning discovery involved menstrual cycle influences on exercise responses. UC San Diego researchers found that specific menstrual cycle phases could alter strength training effectiveness by up to 40%. During the follicular phase, from menstruation end until ovulation, rising estrogen levels created peak responsiveness to strength training. Women training during this follicular phase experienced 38% greater strength improvements compared to other cycle phases. Conversely, during the luteal phase after ovulation, elevated progesterone made cardiovascular exercise more beneficial than heavy strength training. Men's hormonal patterns showed different characteristics. While testosterone fluctuates throughout the day, these changes aren't as dramatic as women's monthly cycles. However, this created both advantages and limitations for male training optimization. Oxford University research revealed crucial timing insights for men. Testosterone peaks in the morning, declining throughout the day. Men exercising between 8 to 10 a.m. showed 19% greater strength gains compared to those training between 6 to 8 p.m. This circadian rhythm becomes a powerful tool when properly utilized. These hormonal differences influenced more than just muscle growth. They fundamentally altered exercise responses. Tokyo University sports medicine research showed that identical weights activated completely different muscle recruitment patterns in men versus women. Men primarily utilized large muscle groups for force generation, while women engaged smaller stabilizing muscles alongside primary movers, creating more sophisticated movement patterns. Estrogen enhanced neuromuscular control capabilities, resulting in lower injury rates while achieving superior functional movement performance. However, absolute muscle mass gains clearly favored men. After 6 months, men averaged 18.5 pounds of muscle gain versus women's 9.2 pounds. But here's the critical insight relative to baseline muscle mass. The percentages were remarkably similar. Men gained 12.3% while women gained 11.8% of their starting muscle mass. More importantly, women showed superior qualitative muscle improvements. Muscle fiber density increased by 15%, and intramuscular mitochondria count rose by 23%, indicating enhanced metabolic efficiency and endurance capacity. Understanding these differences transforms training strategies. For men, maximizing testosterone requires high load, low repetition compound movements, particularly during morning hours when testosterone peaks. Amsterdam University identified the optimal male training pattern: 3 weekly sessions, 5 to 6 compound exercises, 3 to 5 sets of 1 to 6 repetitions, with 2 to 3 minute rest periods. Women benefit from periodized training aligned with menstrual cycles. Melbourne University developed revolutionary, cycle-based training, showing remarkable results. High-intensity strength training during days 1 to 14 of the cycle, transitioning to moderate intensity and cardiovascular emphasis during days 15 to 28. This approach produced 31% greater strength improvements compared to standard protocols. Sleep quality emerged as a critical factor affecting both genders differently. Insufficient sleep decreased men's testosterone by up to 25%, while disrupting women's menstrual cycle regularity. Zurich University research confirmed that 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. represents the golden window for growth hormone secretion. Nutritional needs also differed significantly between genders. Men required adequate zinc and vitamin D for optimal testosterone production. Participants consuming oysters, nuts, and eggs showed 18% higher testosterone levels. Women needed sufficient iron and omega-3 fatty acids to support estrogen functions and manage menstrual iron losses. Women regularly eating spinach, red meat, and fatty fish showed 23% faster recovery rates. Stress management proved equally crucial for both genders. Cortisol, the stress hormone, powerfully suppresses both testosterone and estrogen. UCLA research demonstrated that meditation or yoga practitioners showed 28% greater strength improvements compared to those without stress management practices. Social training dynamics created unexpected hormonal benefits. University of Rome studies found that mixed-gender training groups experienced enhanced hormonal responses compared to single-gender groups. Social interaction positively influenced hormone secretion, with competitive elements amplifying these effects. Men training competitively with other men showed additional 12% testosterone increases, while women experienced 8% estrogen elevation in similar situations. This highlights the importance of training partners and group exercise environments. Age-related hormonal changes require specific considerations. Men experience 1 to 2% annual testosterone decline after age 30. But consistent strength training can significantly slow this decline. 50-year-old men maintaining regular exercise can preserve testosterone levels comparable to men in their 30s. Women face dramatic hormonal shifts during menopause as estrogen declines, making muscle maintenance challenging. However, initiating aggressive strength training during this period can partially restore hormonal balance and effectively manage bone density and muscle mass. The key takeaway isn't that one gender has advantages over another, but that each requires different optimization strategies. Men should leverage testosterone rhythms with morning high-intensity training, emphasize compound movements with adequate recovery, and prioritize zinc and vitamin D intake. Competitive training environments enhance these benefits. Women should implement cycle-based training strategies, emphasizing high-intensity work during follicular phases and recovery during luteal phases. Iron and omega-3 supplementation supports recovery capabilities, while functional exercises leverage superior neuromuscular control abilities. Most importantly, understanding and respecting your body's unique hormonal patterns is essential. These differences aren't limitations, they're optimization opportunities. When you work with your hormonal systems rather than against them, you'll achieve results that exceed your expectations. Start implementing hormone-aware training strategies today. Whether you're male or female, understanding your unique biological rhythms will revolutionize your fitness journey. Remember, the goal isn't to train harder, but to train smarter by working with your body's natural design. For more scientifically backed fitness insights that can transform your results, subscribe and hit the like button. We'll continue bringing you cutting-edge research that turns fitness science into practical, life-changing strategies.